Peace, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing? It's your boy Serrano. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. But today we're going to be talking about the Note 8 from Samsung with the S Pen support and a really premium older flagship device right here. And we're going to also be talking about the more newer premium budget mid-range device right here, and we're going to compare them because a lot of people may be coming from a device like the LG Stylus 5 with pen support. And the similar thing about all the three of these devices is that they do have pen support. So one of the things we're going to be covering is what is some of the reasons you would actually purchase one of these devices over the other. What is the advantages of having some of these features inside of each phone? One might have a feature that the other doesn't have. So what I'm going to do is cover some basic specifications and some of the hardware, software, and camera comparison as far as how these phones are basically performing with the camera setups as well. Then we're going to cover performance. So, all right. First thing I want to talk about is the overall build quality of both of these devices. Now, what you're going to notice is that we do have similar frames. Now, the Note 8 is going to be a little bit taller by about 1.5 to 2 centimeters here. And we're getting really nice solid devices on both. Now, this one appears to be about I believe this is a 6.4 inch device right here, and this one right here looks like a 6.4 inch device as well. So you can see right here both screens look absolutely beautiful. Now you're getting a Super AMOLED display on this screen. Now I don't have the dimensions off the top of my head, but this is a Super AMOLED with really beautiful curved edges, and the icons are going to fly off the side of the screen, and it's just going to look really beautiful. Now some people have a really they don't really like those curved edges, so you might want something with more of a flat display design, which is not going to give you those curved edges. It's going to basically be able to allow you to lay your hand flat on the surface without any feedback from the screen, and you won't get any false touches. Now, when it comes to the overall displays, they do look really good, but with the Super AMOLED, it's just going to be, in my opinion, a little bit more brighter because of that screen technology. So you're getting the always on display right here, and you're getting the Moto display, which I think is really cool. Now, we can actually see that when you look at the price range of both of these devices, this one is actually going to be $299 and this one is actually going to be like around $279. So the cheaper device will be the Note 8 in this comparison, but the more overall flagship phone is the Note 8. So it's actually a really cool comparison because this one has some really cool features in it that I want to talk about as well. And it also does have those triple cameras right here that you're getting on the back of it, which is really cool. So I think that's cool because you're getting the 48 megapixel camera, depth sensor, and yeah, that's a macro camera, not a depth sensor. And you're also getting another sensor here as well. But all around, both of these phones do have really good hardware, but the more premium one would be the Samsung because of the all glass materials that you're getting, and it's going to be able to wirelessly charge with the built-in wireless charging on that, which is going to be really cool. And the battery cells are going to be a little bit different here. So you're getting right here a 4,000 milliamp hour battery versus a 3,500, I believe, on this one, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comment section down below. But overall, I would say that you're going to get a little bit of a better battery life when it comes to overall battery performance with the Moto device. Now, overall gameplay and game performance, you're going to get a better performance with this one because you're going to be able to play games like Fortnite and more even graphic intensive games such as NBA 2K Mobile and some games like that, which are really sick. Now this phone actually does game really well. I have a ton of apps that I can put on here, and the other thing is that you're getting 4 gigabytes of memory and 128 gigabytes of internal storage versus the 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage. But these phones are both upgradable with SIM card expansion, so you can expand the storage on both of these devices. Now, as far as NFC, you're getting that on the Samsung Note 8, but when it comes to the Moto phone, you won't get NFC. You'll get Dolby Audio on this one, which will work with Bluetooth and headphones. And you're going to be able to get Moto Audio, which is going to be similar, and it will let you tune your devices with Bluetooth and with the headphone jack as well. So I think that's honestly pretty cool. Now, both of these phones do have a lot of secret hidden features inside of them that work out really nicely. You do get the ability to screencast on both of these phones, which I do think is really cool. They also offer dual 12 megapixel cameras on the Note 8, and you're getting that 48 megapixel camera on the Moto, plus the other 2 cameras paired along with it that operate really well. But if I was to choose one device overall, and just if you wanted the best experience when it came to the S Pen, it would probably be the Samsung right now, because it's more of a paper to pencil like experience when you're drawing, and more accurate and even pressure sensitive, versus the Moto being a more just tool you could use for extra enhancement when it comes to not using your hand all the time, but having some functionality with the pen feature that it does, the Stylus feature. So honestly, I could say that's pretty cool, but we'd have to do a camera comparison to test out which one is better as far as cameras. But when it comes to the overall operating system, you are getting Android 10 on the Moto versus the Android 9 on the Note 8. So as far as the overall security updates, it's probably going to be a lot better for the Moto at this point. So if you wanted to have a more future-proof phone, then this one actually would be more future-proof because it has NFC, wireless charging. It's also water resistant. But if you wanted a phone that's more future-proof when it comes to updates, then this one probably would get more updates, and this one will get security updates. This one may get Android 11, but that's not even promised. But when it comes to like the overall user experience, it does appear that the Note 8 is a little bit more cleaner, but also you're getting not a bad experience at all with the Moto phone. I actually have been using it as my daily driver, and it's been holding up really well. I have more than enough apps and storage space. Now when I go to storage and I go to settings right now inside of my Moto device, and I have 79 it says 79 gigabytes free, and I've only used 38% of it. So, and I haven't even put a SIM card in my phone, which means that you're gonna get a lot of storage for movies, apps, games, music, etc., photos, things like that. Now the social media experience on both phones is really nice. You're getting really good haptic engines on both of these phones. Both of these companies did a really good job when it comes to the haptic engines, and overall software and hardware as well. But honestly, if you're looking for a more pen accurate, sensitive, with touch response, better touch responsiveness when it comes to the overall pen accuracy, this is your phone. If you want a phone that has a little bit better software, then this would be your phone. But overall, both phones do have really good hardware, software, and features as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison, but if you did find it helpful, leave a comment down below. But I'll see you guys on the next video. But in the meantime, make sure you guys have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending on where you are, have a great night. Later, crew. Peace.